Hello and welcome my dear students. Rohan sir is back with all new science lecture for my third standard Little Gems. My dear Little Gems, I hope that the previous lecture of science, in which it was the same lecture, Rohan sir was there in front of you on your screen, and so I hope that you enjoyed that lecture a lot. Yes, I also got the feedbacks from the whole lot of students, whole lot of parents that sir, we really enjoyed the lecture in which you are standing in front of board and teaching our children. So students, in the previous lecture we have revised two things. We have started the revision first of all, as you know that your exams are approaching. So in the previous lecture of science we have just started the revision. You know that as much as you will practice, you will be able to write the answers precisely. So now in this lecture we are going to continue the same revision work which we have started in the previous lecture. I hope that you are sitting with your rough books, your textbooks. It's okay if you don't have textbook. I am going to write the content here. We are going to repeat together and we will have a lot of fun in this lecture like we did in the previous lecture. So let's get started with today's lecture. I hope that you will cooperate, you will follow each and every instruction given in the lecture. You will write and you will repeat after me. So in this lecture we are going to continue the revision of chapter number 3, which we have started in the previous lecture. Now we have done two things in the previous lecture. First thing is we have revised hard words. Yes, you know that how much important hard words are. You have to write the answers whether it is an objective or subjective. In every aspect, hard words are necessary. So we have revised that. Secondly, we have revised fill in the blanks. If you remember, I even explained you few blanks which I felt is necessary to be explained, to be elaborated. So here I am with new objectives. Now we are going to revise the few more objectives of chapter number 3. So I hope now you have your rough books open in front of you. So kindly give the heading Subject Science Revision. So kindly give the heading Revision. See, I have already written the subject science, and you also have to note down today's date when you are writing. So when you click the photograph, when you send it to your follow-up teachers, we will be able to note down that which student has sent the homework on which particular date. So kindly write the heading revision, then write lesson number 3 as we are revising lesson 3. So I hope you are writing. Okay. I suppose that you all are writing now. So first of all, today we are going to revise TF. TF in your language, otherwise it is true or false. So let's revise true or false today. So I'll just give the heading here TF. So today we are going to revise TF. Yes. So like in the previous lecture, first I had written the questions and then after a while time I wrote the answers explaining you the answer or the reason why particular answer is there. In the same way I am going to write the questions now. So you also have to write along with me. Whenever I am writing, like in the class, you write just when the sir is writing. In the same way, you have to write here when I start writing. Let's write the question of true or false. Number 1. All houses are big with many rooms. So We will write the answer here. Number 2. A good house need not to be airy. Number 3. Sunlight helps to kill germs. And number 4, which is the last TF, for those who have finished their work, for those who have completed their fair book, they might be knowing that there are only 4 true or false in our chapter number 3. So, number 4, plants around the house make the air dirty, and you will write the answer here. So now you can see I have left the space for answer after each question, and I will read the questions again so that you will have sufficient time to write the questions in your book. I know that not all are writing in this speed. Some are faster, some are slower, so it depends on your speed. Yes. So I will read the question, and I hope that most probably all the students might have written at least till the 3rd question. So now when I read all the questions, by that time I hope that you have written all the 4 questions in your book. So let me read it now. Number 1. All houses are big with many rooms, and then the space for the answer. Number 2. A good house need not to be airy. Again space for the answer. Number 3. Sunlight helps to kill germs. Space for the answer. And number 4. Plants around the house make the air dirty. Again space for the answer. I hope students you are writing the questions properly and that you will send each and everything what you write in all the lectures to your follow-up teachers. So I will leave this board empty for 2 to 5 seconds for you, and I will go away from the board so that you will get the time, and you will, if you even want to take the photos, you can take. But please make sure you write the questions properly. Okay, now I hope that you have written the questions. So let's solve this. Let us understand the statement. Unless you don't understand the statement, how can you judge that is it true or is it false? You need to understand it. So let's get started. All houses are big with many rooms. Is it true? Do you have the same house as I have? No. So someone's house is big, someone's house is small, someone have many rooms, someone only have 2 rooms, and so on. So there are the variations depending on the likes and dislikes, economic conditions, and so on. In short, in a nutshell, this statement is false. So I will write the answer false, because not all houses are same. So here the statement says all houses are big with many rooms. No. So statement is false. Please write the answer. This statement is false statement. Number 2, a good house need not to be airy. Need not to be. See, just observe this. Need not to be airy. Now you need air. Correct? Only then you can say that this house is good house. Just imagine the house without windows, without balcony, without any exhaustion fan. What will happen? Obviously, you will die without oxygen. Human beings need fresh air, need oxygen, isn't it? That is why this statement is also false statement. So, please write the answer false. A good house need not to be airy. So, this statement is false. Number 3, sunlight helps to kill germs. Is this true? Just think about the answer. Sunlight helps to kill the germs. Have you ever heard that? Yes, especially during this time of COVID-19. In this pandemic period, you might have heard doctor advising people to sit in the sunlight in the morning. So obviously yes, sunlight is the best cure to rid of any disease. So this statement is true. So I will write the answer here, true. I hope that you are writing the answers with me. Not only that, but also you are understanding the statements here which I am explaining. So this is very much important lecture, especially for the students who have not understood the statements of TF, moreover who have not understood the chapter number 3, because every time when I explain you any question, it covers much of the part of the chapter. Please write the answers with me. Number 4, plants around the house make the air dirty. Is it so? Plants around the house makes the air dirty. It makes the air dirty? Do you think so? No. In fact, it gives us the fresh air because plants, trees gives us oxygen, right? So this statement is false because it makes the air fresh and not dirty. So answer for number 4 is false. Just have a look on the answers. Okay, so now I hope that you have written the questions as well as the answers for this true or false. Now students, the difference in the previous lectures of revision and this lecture is, in the previous lecture I only asked you to write the answers, but in this lecture you have to write the question as well as answer. Also I am giving the time for the same. So please make sure you write all the questions properly and the answer, because without the question, answer has no meaning. Okay, now I am going to erase true or false and we are going to start with the revision of match the following. So please get ready. On the next page, on the new page, give the heading match the following. Till then I will clear the board and I will give another heading. Give the heading match the following on the new page, because we are going to solve it live here on the board. So especially those who have doubt, those who feels that match the following is very hard, please pay attention here so that you will be able to solve it very easily. The condition is you have to just concentrate on the board and understand the statement. Now I write the questions here. First of all, the heading match the following. See students, you have to write full form, match the following. Now I'll make the partition here. As you can see, this is part A and this is part B. Now I'm going to write column A and column B. You also have to write along with me. You will not get much of the extra time. So make sure as soon as I start writing, you also have to write the question in the same way I am writing on the board. Just adopt the same method of writing. Number 1, cotton. Number 2, wool. Number 3, nylon. Number 4, summer. Number 5, winter. And now I am going to write this part B. So A, man-made fiber. B, light colored clothes. C, dark colored clothes. I hope students you are writing with me. Please make sure that you write. As soon as I finish, I'll repeat both the parts and then I'll start the solution of match the following. So please make sure you are writing with me. D, animal fiber, and E, plant fiber. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So I have written both the sides, column A and column B. Now I am going to read column A and column B. I hope that you have at least written column A by now. So let me read the sides, both the sides for you. Column A. 1 is cotton, 2nd wool, 3rd nylon, 4th summer, 5th winter. On this side, A, man-made fiber, B, light colored clothes, C, dark colored clothes, D, animal fiber, and E, plant fiber. Now I'll keep this board empty for you for few seconds. Okay, I hope students you have written the questions. So now let's match the answer. So now let's match the cotton. Cotton, where can you match cotton with? Can you say that cotton is man-made fiber? No. Then can you say cotton is a light colored cloth? Yes, you can say that. So let's just keep this one side. So can you say that cotton is dark colored cloth? No. Can you say that cotton is animal fiber? Do you get cotton from an animal? Obviously not. Can you say cotton is a plant fiber? Yes. So the best match of cotton is plant fiber. So I will write number 1 here because it matches with number 1. Now wool. Can you say wool is a man-made fiber? Do you get wool from man? Obviously not. So can you say that wool is light colored cloth? Is it so? Obviously not. Then can you say that wool is dark colored clothes? Sometimes you can say that. So can you say wool is an animal fiber? Yes, wool is definitely an animal fiber because where do you get the wool from? From the sheep, right? So the best match of the wool is animal fiber. So I have written number 2 here near the option D. So these two options are done. Now, when can you match the nylon with? Obviously, it is a man-made fiber. It is made by men. So nylon goes to option A, man-made fiber. So students, you also have to write the answers in the same way. Now, you know that in your exams you have the best options. Now you have to appear for the online exam. So there you get lots of options and very easy way. But here, just for the revision, you have to write in the same way. Now, number 4, summer. So in the summer season, do you wear dark color clothes or light color clothes? Obviously light color clothes, because in summer season if you wear dark color clothes you will feel more hot. So the best match of summer is light color clothes. So we will write number 4 here. So this is also done. Now which option is left? Yes, dark color clothes. So it matches with winter. So in winter we wear dark colored clothes so that we do not feel very much cold. Okay, so I have even solved match the column. I will keep this board empty for 2 seconds for you to just have a look on the answers. Okay, I will again read the answers for you so that you will get the time to write the perfect answer numbers here. Cotton matches with the plant fiber because we get cotton from the plant. There is a cotton plant. Then wool matches with an animal fiber because we get the wool from animal called sheep. It is a white colored animal, SHEEP, not SHIP. Then nylon. Nylon matches with a man-made fiber because nylon is man-made fiber. We don't get it naturally. Moving on to second last one, summer. In summer season, we wear light colored cotton clothes so that we don't feel so much hot. And number 5th, winter. In winter, we wear dark colored clothes. We wear woolen clothes, we wear fur and leather. These all things we wear in the winter season so that we can protect ourselves from the cold climate around. I hope students you have written these answers. Just have a look on the answers. Okay, I am going to erase this now. Now students, on the new page, please give the heading 2 example answers. On the new page, please give the heading 2 example answers. So we are going to revise two example answers now. So let me write the heading here. 2 example answer. I hope you have also given the heading as I have given here. Make sure whenever you give the heading, if you notice, I highlight it by double underlining it, so that when you send the photo, we can clearly see how much work you have done, how much neat and clean work you have done. That is more important. So let's get started with 2 example answers. What do you have to do? You have to write 2 examples for each question. I will only give any 3 questions to you. So let's get started. Number 1, fibers from plants. Please write the question. Number 2, fibers from animals. And we will write the answer for here. And number 3, man-made fibers. And we will write the answer over here. Please write the questions. I hope students you are writing the question. If you want, I will read it for you. Number 1, fibers from plant. Number 2, fibers from animals. And number 3, man-made fibers. See, I have not taken all the questions of 2 example answers. These are the 3 which I feel you should know this. So that is why I have taken only these 3. Yes, perhaps in the next lecture I may take all the questions including one word answer, because few objective portion is yet to be done. Even from the worksheet and from the question banks, we are going to solve it on the board. So I hope that you are going to follow each and every lecture. Please write it down. Now let us discuss and write the answer. Now first it is asked that fibers from the plant. So the answer is, what I have written in my book is cotton and linen, because these things we get from the plant only. So fibers from the plant, which we can also say that natural fibers. Now natural fibers, that means we can get either from the plants or from the animals, but here specifically they have said that plants, fibers from the plants. So cotton and linen. Now the next question is fibers from animals. So first we solved in the previous question, remember sheep? Yes. So what do we get from the sheep? Wool. So wool and fur, because these things we get from the animals. Please write the answers. And the last one, man-made fibers. Where do we get it from? Obviously from the man, like you and me. They make the fibers, which is called man-made fiber. So which are the man-made fibers? Answer is nylon and polyester. Nylon and polyester. Please write the answers in your book with good handwriting. I will repeat the answers and then we will end the lecture. Number 1, fibers from plant. Cotton and linen. Fibers from animals. Wool and fur. Man-made fibers. Nylon and polyester. Students, here you can also add silk, because silk we get from the silkworm, which is again from the animal. So have a look on the answers. Okay students, so that is the end of our lecture. I hope you enjoyed the lecture and I hope that you are going to follow up all the lectures. So at the end I would say that good luck for the exams. I hope that you are going to prepare well. Also take care of yourselves in this pandemic period. You need to take care of yourself, not only of yourself but also of your fellow members who are there with you. So please make sure you do not go out unnecessarily. You are having the hot water, salted water, and you are taking care of yourselves. Thank you and goodbye.